What's up, everybody? My name is Baruch Bohannik, and this is the story of the first time I had an edible, and then I went to go see The Lion King on Broadway. So this goes back to like 2016-ish. Little backstory. So I actually went there with my mother, and my mother was extremely excited to go see this, right? So this was like, she had the shirt to go see The Lion King, everything. It was like 3 years she was ready to go see this, and I was excited to see this too. But the way that night went down, so that's just a little backstory. So we go out there, and we are at the Fox Theater maybe like an hour and a half in advance. So we go and get something to eat. So we go to like this Mexican spot, and when we go there, I get like extremely full. You know, I eat everything that's on the plate because I was starving that day. And my mother, also a little more backstory. My mother is like, she's in her 40s, but she looks extremely young. A lot of people think that we're just like a couple when we go out. We treat each other, everything like that. So,
She got Instagram?
it is at DeGale is love.
All right, I get it when we done.
Okay, I feel it. So, try to help her with the networking. So, you know. And so when we eat the food and everything, at the end, my mother, the loving woman that she is, she said, "Hey, son, I know that you wanted to do edibles for your first time, so I thought this would be a good mother and son, experience." Yeah. And so a part of me is like, why the fuck didn't you tell me before I started eating? I would have saved room for that. So I'm extremely full. And so I don't know how it goes down with edibles. So I had like 2 brownies, big brownies, and then the bag of crumbs. Like, I just killed it. I mean, nobody told me. So
Your mom didn't tell you that she done edibles before?
maybe she went to the bathroom, and I was just like, because like I had like some of it, and maybe like she went to the bathroom, and like I just kept consuming because I'm not feeling anything. And so I think like when my mother came out and she saw the bag, she was just like, she didn't say anything, so she didn't want to freak me out, which makes sense. I understand. So that happened. Fast forward, we walk up to the Fox Theater, we get our seats. I should probably inform y'all too that this was a sold out performance. Every seat in the Fox Theater was completely taken. And I'm being friendly, they're like somebody to my left. He was like a big dude. He was a college professor or something like that. Not exactly relevant, but I was just trying to think like everything that went on is in the Fox Theater. So we sit down and the play begins. And about 30-ish minutes in, I'm starting to feel elevated. Like, for some reason, I keep feeling as if like I'm coming out of my seat and I'm like holding on like like
there's no more gravity.
exactly right. And so like everyone around me is probably looking at me like, why does he keep doing that? And then I'm thinking like, why am I feeling this way? I'm like, oh shit, I have brownies. Exactly. Okay. So with it being my first time, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna just let it take over. Let's just see what happens. So a couple things I remember was like, one, the stage. I'm pretty sure we're like in the middle of the Fox Theater. The stage felt like so 3D, like it was like right there in front, like I could almost touch it. I was chewing gum and it started to distract me because like you ever see like on The Office the DVD when like when it was going to the corner of the TV screen and you just wanted to hit that. Yeah, that was the gum in my mouth. Like I was like, I hope it hits all 4 corners. I was just distracted like that. And so then I started to laugh at certain parts, and I kid you not, I just bursted out laughing when Mufasa died. That was like the funniest part. Because like on stage, he's just like falling like, and I'm looking at the strings and everything. So it's just like, to me, it's hilarious. Everyone else is looking at me confused. And my mother, she's crying throughout the whole thing. She did also have some of the edibles too. So I guess for her, it was just like emotional, like Lion King when I was young, all that good shit. But I was just bursting out laughing. So that was during the first part. Then the curtains came down for intermission, and I was like, ha ha ha. And my mother looked at me and was like, you better not fucking do it. And that shit made me laugh more. So then, because of that, I ended up throwing up all over in front of me, including the people that were sitting down on the chair. So the fat guy right here, the 4 people in front of me and everything.
Them projectile, like everything.
Yeah, like it was just like fire truck
Team
all
America
over.
vomit.
Yeah. It was a mess. And so I'm still high. So and that includes my mother. I threw up on her as well. And so because of that, she ended up walking away, leaving me. And now I'm just covered in throw up, my hand on my face, and I'm just like laughing. So as I'm covered in throw up, I'm just like and I'm laughing because I'm like, I can only imagine everybody walking up the aisles looking at me right now. I'd probably be laughing too or being concerned. But because of that, I'm pretty sure I didn't make it smell good after that. And so as everybody's walking up, it feels like my mother left me for like 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was only 2 minutes, but she came back and she brought back the entire cleaning staff. Like everybody like had a tool, whether it's the broom or the napkin or the mop, whatever. I felt like I was about to be taken down. But my mother grabs me so they can all do their job, and clean as much as they can. Now, again, with it being sold out, we're trying to rush to the restroom. Restroom is crowded. We can't get in there. So my mother, the bold woman that she is, she takes off her pants in front of everybody because of the amount of throw up that's on it. So it's just like her panties are out. She's getting her jacket. She's trying to like cover up. I'm still covered in throw up, mind you, because we can't clean up. So she has the jacket around and she's jumping around like, oh my God, what have you done? What is this? Yada, yada, yada. Myself is just like, Mom, put your pants back on. You're embarrassing us. Why do you do that? And so she just wanted to strangle me. I could tell. But since we couldn't get into the bathroom, I don't think we were going to be able to get back to our seats anyway. So what we ended up doing was we left and we're now going down Peachtree. We're trying to get back to our car. Our car is like it's not on Peachtree. It was like another street that was right around the corner. But
For those who aren't from Atlanta, Peachtree is the main street.
It's like the Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And so when we get down, we're running and I have my jacket and I'm like enclosed within my jacket. And then the lights of Peachtree just like, I'm looking at it like I'm in Vegas at this point, like the way the lights are hitting me. And so we're rushing down. And so we're like, all right, we can't go all around the street like that because it's just so long. We got to like make some shortcuts. So we go through like this hotel. And when we go through the hotel, there's like 2 bellhops. They're looking at us like, what the fuck? Because again, my mom has no pants. I'm covered in throw up. I can't say anything. So my mother goes up to the bellhop and she's like, sir, can you please help us out? Can you like help us like cut back through the kitchen or something like that? Like we gotta get to our cars on that side of the street. And as my mother is talking to the bellhop, I see to my right an elevator open up and there's a couple in there. The guy's looking at my mother like, God damn, what the fuck? And the girl's just like, nope, close the elevator door. Nah, we're not getting off this level. That made me laugh. And then actually, after that, I was still covered in throw up. And so I came around to my mother in the bellhop. So as my mother's trying to talk to the bellhop and like, yo, can you do this? Can you do this? I walk up to him and I'm shaking. I'm thinking in my mind, like I'm helping the situation more. I come up to him. I'm like, help me, please. And so he's just like, all right, come on, y'all, let's go. He told me not to touch him though. So he cut us through the back. We made it to our car. And so my mother's driving and she's like, nah, we're not getting in like this. So now I'm stripping. She strips whatever she can off too because all the throw up and shit. Put it in the bag and then we put it in the trunk. And so we driving home half naked. And then I started cracking some jokes on my mother because like, this is a funny night to me. Like I just can't stop laughing. And then my mother started to laugh and swerve with her laughter like, ha ha ha. I was just like, okay, never mind. So like, I was like, okay, I gotta be silent. So I'm silent and we get all the way to the house. When we get to the house, I take a shower, she takes a shower, I throw up a little bit more and then I go to bed and then I pass out. So that was that night. I wake up, I'm sober. I'm just like, damn, I fucked that night up. Like my mother has been wanting to go see this for years. She only got to see the first half. Like, it's all my fault. So I'm like, all right, let me go check on her. So I get out of my room. I go to my mother's room. I knock on the door. I hear a weird noise. I'm thinking, what could that possibly be? So I open the door. Apparently my mother is still high. And I caught her fucking the guy that she was dating at the time.
Get the fuck.
I kid you not. I'm not exaggerating. This is literally how the night went and in the morning. So like, to try to give you a visual presentation, again, she is high, so I don't hear her. I hear like the bed and everything. And this guy, he's like a big M'Baku type of person. So like, she's on the back, he's on top, and he's just like,
Yes, baby, yeah.
like trying to go in on it so he could get something out of my mother, but she's not giving him anything. So I'm seeing this, and my mother sees me at the door, and I kid you not. So she's laid back on the bed, and she's like, "Good morning, son."
Nah, man.
And so I just see that, and I'm like, well, I'm about to take another shower. So I go and I take another shower to like wash that off, right? Mind you too, again, I'm really, really cool with my mother, but I just wasn't expecting to see that first thing waking up, right? So I take my shower, I get out. Then my mother calls me and she said, "Baruch, can you come to the room real quick?" So I come to the room, and she's sitting on one end of the bed, the guy's sitting on the other, and the guy's like, "Oh no, oh, I wish you didn't see that. Oh, bitch, I don't know. You fucked my mother. Congratulations. That's an honor in my book, all right?" So, she said, "Baruch, I want you to be honest. I want you to tell me how you feel about what you saw." And so, like, I had to be considerate about what I was about to do next. So I told my mother, I kid you not too, I told my mother, "All right, look, Mom, you haven't had dick in about 2 years. I'm gonna let this one slide." Look at the guy like, "Don't let me catch you do that shit again. But mother, you get it past this time." And she's like, "Thank you, son, for understanding." Got over here looking at both of us like, what the fuck are these two? Like, what did I get myself into?
What's going on?
So then after that, I go to my room. I change for the day. The guy ends up leaving. And so my mother comes to my room and she asks, like, "Hey, Baruch, you want to like hang out for the day? You want to go somewhere? You know, whatever the case." I told her, "Nah, I can't do that. There's already a friend." I told her I was going to hang out with her today. I think I even said like it was her birthday. That probably was a little fit, but it was kind of like I was going to hang out with her and nothing could stop me. So my mom was a little sad, but I was like, it is what it is. So I go pick up my friend and I take her to see The Lion King.
Great story.
I feel like you in there right there.
That's amazing. You ain't got to say
That's
nothing.
a wild ass in
That's
there right there.
I got a little, just a little more.
Go ahead.
So like,
Go ahead.
I figure her up, and again, because I'm taking it back to The Lion King, it's the exact next show time of the night before. So we went to the 8 o'clock. Next day, we're going to the 2 o'clock, right? And so I pick her up. I'm driving like I'm a little nervous. So she's looking at me like, "What's going on with you?" I was like, "Bro, I can't even hide it anymore. Let me just tell you what the fuck happened." So I told her everything leading up to my mother. I left that part out. I didn't think that was necessary for, the trip. And so she's laughing, and I'm concerned because I'm like, what if they see me and say anything or anything like that? She's laughing like, "Bro, ain't nobody gonna say anything or see you," or whatever the case may be. So we get to the Fox Theater, and we go in there, and we sit in our seats, which weren't better than the night before. I can at least say that. They were like last minute kind of seats. So we sit down, and even though nobody did say anything to us, I was able to look around and see some of the cleaning staff from last night, and they were just giving me like these eyeballs, and then they would like go to another cleaning staff person, and I'm like, I don't know, they were like, "Is that the same motherfucker from last night? These are all sold out fucking events, and he is back to nah." So that's what they I know that's what they were talking about. Then the curtains came up, and that was Lion King all over again. And that's the end of that story. But in all fairness, like another 4 years passed. Lion King came back to the Fox Theater, and I took my mother, and we got even better seats than both those nights. So it all ended well. So
I got one question.
what's up?
So you say you threw up on people. So you threw up on the people in front of you too.
Right.
How did they react to this?
Well, of course they were. Some of them were screaming. Some of them were like, "What the fuck?" Most of them were just rushing to the bathroom. But I do know there was one, unless I visualized this, but it felt so real. There was like one little black boy, and he had nothing but all white on, and so he was just kind of like crying about that. But I mean, like, y'all can't beat me up. I'm high. I hope.
Does your mother still see that dude?
Nah. That was what happened to him? I think he went to Afghanistan.
Second question: does your mother see any dudes?
Nah, she's just trying to get on set, bro. She don't even care about the relationship stuff. She just want to work.
Bet. And you say you gonna show me after the.
I mean.
No, last thing.
What's up?
Do you still talk to the girl that you went to the Lion King with?
I still keep in contact with her, you know, like we still good friends and everything like that.
Did
but
your mother eventually find out that you went that day?
Nah, she watches this. It's gonna be the first time.
Okay, well there you go.
You know, so I think she's just gonna be on YouTube and she sees a thumbnail with my face on it, like, "Oh, Baruch, what is this?" I'll be like, "All right, I'm ready," because she likes all the stories with DT, so she watches the video. So